This is Gospel Music Today. We're at the National Quartet Convention, and it's a great thrill to be talking to two friends of ours, Jim and Melissa Brady. And Jim and Melissa, welcome to Gospel Music Today.
Oh, it's a joy to be
Thank you.
here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let me ask Jim first about a couple of songs that are just current. One is Welcome to the Family by the Booth Brothers. You have something to do with that?
Absolutely. I was privileged to be a part of that song, co-wrote that song, and it was pretty natural for me to write because I grew up, my dad was an evangelist. I traveled with my dad and my family on the road. Every week we were somewhere in a revival or a crusade, and I tell folks we were good Baptists and we knew how to eat. And so, as Aaron Wilburn would say, our theme song sometimes was, God be with us till we eat again. Not till we meet again, till we eat again, because every time we'd meet, we'd have to eat. So it was kind of natural because I went to a lot of homecomings and jubilees where we would have a big singing in the Sunday afternoon, have a dinner on the ground and a singing. So I know what that's like. I grew up doing that. But more than that, the lyric in the chorus just says, you know, being a part of the family of God is joyful, it's wonderful, and we can welcome. Room for More is the name of the project, and it came from the song Welcome to the Family, because in the family of God there's always room for more. And so it's a happy song that just says being part of the family of God is wonderful. It's the best thing in the world. So I'm loving that song, and it seems like the fans are too.
I guess so.
So we're grateful.
That's the number one song.
It's my first number one that I've ever written, and so what a reward that is and a joy. You know, you want the songs when you write them to impact people's lives, and this being a fun up-tempo, you don't always expect it. A lot of the ballads and maybe the more serious songs usually connect very well with people. But this one was a surprise to me, but I'm grateful, and it's just neat to, every night somebody comes up to the record table and says, we want the sweet tea song.
Yeah.
They want the sweet tea of the picnic song, and so it's a great fun song for us to sing, so I'm grateful to be a part of it.
And we heard a song the other night that was new to us, Hello Before Goodbye.
Hello After Goodbye.
Hello After Goodbye. Tell us about that.
That was written just a few days after Roger Bennett's funeral. Roger was a good friend of mine and a hero of mine that I looked up to for many years with the Cathedrals, of course, and then became friends with Roger when we started singing with Legacy 5 more. And the last time I saw Roger was at the Legacy 5 homecoming just a few months before he died. And Roger always made me laugh. Roger was going through a lot of struggles, pain in his life, dealing with the difficulties, but he was always there for someone else to make them laugh, to make them have a good time. And I was thinking about the words that his pastor Phil Hoskins said at the funeral, and one of the lines he said was this. He said, "We'll be with Roger a lot longer than we'll be without him." And so it reminded me of the blessed hope and the promise of heaven. And as Scott Fowler says every night, we sorrow, but we don't sorrow as those who have no hope, because we will see Roger again. And I got to thinking about how it was always great to say hello to Roger, and we had to say goodbye too soon, we felt. But one of these days there's going to be a blessed, wonderful hello after goodbye. And so I hope that song, and it is, a lot of people have already come up and said that's been an encouragement to me when I've had to say goodbye to a loved one. So I hope it's bringing comfort of the promise of heaven, because we have heaven to look forward to, and I'm grateful for that.
That's a very important function of Southern gospel music, is just the encouragement to people.
Sure.
Now, Melissa is a singer also.
May I say a very good one? I know I'm a little prejudiced, but a great singer.
Okay. And you've been a teacher at the Steve Hurst School of Music.
Yes.
Now, tell us about that, because that's something that's new to people in our area.
Steve Hurst is a fantastic vocal coach, and he's been teaching all of the people that we've been listening to for years. And so he started this school, and it's 1 week out of the year, and it's like this camp, and you're going to go, and you are going to go to your personal classes where you have a one-on-one with a teacher, and then you're going to have tons of seminars to go to, and you're going to leave that week wanting to learn more than you've even learned that week, but you're going to cram as much knowledge as you can. And you may learn songwriting, you may learn how to sing, how to sing correctly, vocal technique, but we also do staging and helping people just to do what they need to do on stage and hold the microphone or whatever they want to learn. They're going to learn whatever they want to learn that week. It's fun.
Now Jim is obviously tied up with the Booth Brothers. Spends a lot of his time with those guys. But there's some Jim and Melissa projects going on too. Tell me about that.
Well, Jim and I sang together the first 9 years of our marriage with a group with my dad called the Schulers. And so when he went with the Booth Brothers, it was different for us to not be together 24 hours a day. So we were singing together.
You were probably happy about that at some point, right?
No, I missed you. But we still enjoy doing that together. So a few years back, we recorded a CD of love songs that we had written for one another. And then that was really well received. And so we recently recorded classic love songs, which I enjoy because I just love Unforgettable, Orange Colored Sky.
Well, Mom and Dad's just celebrated 50 years of marriage, and those are their songs.
Yeah.
And a lot of these folks here this week can relate to those wonderful classic songs. And she's got the voice to sing that kind of thing, and so she had really encouraged me to go in the studio and do that project, and we did for my parents, and man, it's been received really well.
Yeah.
And but she stays busy when I'm on the road, and the first weekend I was gone, she's like, I called her up to see if she was missing me because we were out on the, we were together 24 hours a day before I joined the Booth Brothers. Then I'm gone a lot through the week.
I think I was at the shoe store when he called.
She said, if I miss you too bad, I'll just spend a lot of money and go shopping. Is that okay? So I thought, well, I'm in trouble.
He goes, you don't miss me that bad. You're having fun while I'm gone.
But we have dealt with it, and we love to be together. But God has worked out a great deal with the Booth Brothers. They're like brothers to me.
Yeah.
I love them to death, and they've been so good to me. And so it just works out well, and we do our dates when their schedule will allow.
They let us live both lives. They want us to be able, they love and support the family, and so we do 5 to 10 dates a year. So we'll do marriage seminars and sing her love songs, and then he does the thing with the Booth Brothers, and then when he's doing that, I'll do some solo dates or studio work. So we get to live both lives. We enjoy that.
Well, and the Booth Brother tour is awesome, and the thing that we love is being able to get out there and sing together. But the only downside of what we do, if there is a downside, because we're so blessed, is saying goodbye to our families.
Yeah.
And so as the Lord has blessed the Booth Brothers schedule, we've been able to scale back some, not have to go out as much as we used to, and we're able to be with our families more, and our families are a priority because we feel like our families are something God has given to us to love and cherish and be together, and so we don't want to sacrifice our families for what He has called us to do. And I think if we keep our perspective and keep our focus right, we can do the ministry He's called us to do and put our families first. And so that's why I was talking to someone earlier tonight, and I said, everybody that knows Jim Brady knows Melissa Brady. And because I try to carry her with me, she makes me look really good. And so I try to take her with me all the time, anywhere I can. But we just love to be together. And we want to, I think her and I, ever since we first got married, it's been a goal of ours to encourage the family in the home. Because it seems like the home is being attacked on a lot of different levels these days, and homes are falling apart. But my parents and her parents both taught us growing up the importance of the family and the home. And so we want to keep that intact and keep our focus on that. And we've tried to do it, and I know we've got a long way to go. We've got improvements we can make, but we're heading that direction. And so we love to support the family.
Now, we've probably got 2 or 3 websites here that we want to mention, but let's get some of them on here.
Well, we have a website for us for what we do. It's www.jimandmelissabrady.com, just our name.
All spelled out. Yeah,
all spelled out.
jimandmelissabrady.com.
And of course, you can always find him at boothbrothers.com.
Boothbrothers.com. It's neat because we have a newsletter that we send out, and people can come on the Booth Brothers site, sign up, and we'll tell you what's happening in the ministry, where we're going to be, kind of the new things, and we send that out, I guess, every 6 to 8 weeks. We have not done that on our site yet, but we are planning to do some updates to that.
Yeah.
But boothbrothers.com is a great way to reach us, or jimandmelissabrady.com. We're easy to get a hold of, so we love hearing from folks, and the emails and the comments they send are always welcomed.
Yes.
So.
And encouraging.
Jim and Melissa, thank you very much for talking to us on Gospel Music Today.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Now back to more Gospel Music Today.